Hello? All right, man. What's up? Okay. All right. Whatever. Um, have you all looked at the problems, attempted the problem, the multiple choice and open end? Open ended questions? I hope so. Heavy foot, you're supposed to have done those problems. Hey, Vivian. Yo, what I'm gonna do with you? Told you yesterday. So go look at pull up your open-ended question, FIQ for Unit 4. We'll look at that, and I think you'll understand the multiple choice for the most part. I worked them. I think it was one I had to think about. I have to think about, but the rest of them was pretty straightforward. If you remember chapter 6. And Vivian, that's good that you was joining the regular class because that's a refresher for you as well. So it's only 2 free response questions, but since that's the only thing gonna be on the test, I'm gonna try to do at least 4 a week, and that should give us plenty of time. I think the test is gonna be probably the end of May, I think, but I think. So in the on the class, the regular class, we're gonna have to pick up the pace on. So we have to finish chapter 7 by Friday. Yep, sure is. So, cause we got to get through. So Unit 7, if I'm not mistaken, Unit 7 is going to be chapter 9 and 10. So although it say units, but that's not the same as the chapters. Okay. All right. So go to your free response questions. Let's work on those today. So I want you to go ahead and take a couple of minutes and read question 1. If you haven't done it, then I'll walk you through it. We'll give you a couple of minutes to read it if you haven't. And hope we'll be done before 5. So actually, for the people that's doing the tutoring, I'm gonna just put it off to 6. I just want people to be scared for 5. All right. board is a workout. So you had a chance to look at FRQ question 1. I think what I'm gonna do next time, I'm gonna put the FRQs. I'll put them on the blog so you can look at them. But I do want you to try them. Well, you know what? I don't have to put it on the blog. You have it. Just go to it and download it and upload on it. I can see if you have any questions. So, okay, so the 5 of you, have you looked at the FRQ 1? Just type in yes if you have. Like kings today, huh? All right. Okay. So, Tim McKay, hello. All right. So we're gonna look at question number 1, the A part. So in this particular case, we're gonna let X equal to it's gonna be the blocked transactions by the specialist that they expect to be fraud. Okay. So the problem asks you, so we know they told that the probability of being fraud is 40%. And then they say, probability. Then I gave you a sample size of 136. So they said, well, what's the expected mean? All right. So got a success or failure. We have a fixed number. We have a probability of success is 0.4 for each trial. And the only thing we need now is independence. So if they work for a company, you know they're going to have at least 1,360 claims that they're looking at. All right. So the probability of X is simply going to be N times P, because it's a binomial distribution, because it's a fixed number. All right. So that's simply going to be 136.4 is equal to 54.4. So if that's the case, he's going to, the specialist is going to block 54.4 frauds per day. Okay. Kind of make sense? Yes, no, maybe. Hey, Destiny. Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I appreciate you understanding that concept. All right, we can wait for you. No. Remember, it's independent if the 10% condition rule is for independence. Or you could talk about being random. But independent, remember, for it to be independent, your population has to be at least 10 times your sample size. Oh, when do we use exponents? Okay, you're gonna use exponents if you're looking for the probability of something. Here we just looking for the expected mean. Let's say we do a binomial probability and the fixed number is 10, and let's say we're looking for the probability that you're gonna get 6 out of those 10. But here they just give you the probability, and they give you n. If it's binomial, you're simply gonna do n times p. All right, we're gonna so this is the A part. Okay, so let's look at the B part. Now the B part, they want you to name. So they want the expected mean, but they said until the first success. All right. And so we're going to in this case, X is going to represent number of reviews. Until first block is found. All right. Now that means it's geometric. All right. So the expected mean for geometric is going to be 1 divided by p. So in that case, we're going to do the probability is 0.4. So we're going to do 1 divided by 0.4, which is the same as saying 4 over 10. And so that's just simply going to be 1 times 10 over 4, which is 2.5. Or you just put in your calculator 1 divided by 0.4. You're still going to get 2.5. I don't want to use a calculator unless I have to. All right. So that's going to be your answer for B. So if you look to ask you what distribution you want to use, what distribution would you use? So it has to be geometric. So it said until the first success. It's Aria. I'm sorry for getting you mixed up. Okay. All right. So if you understand this part right here, you could just say yes. Then I can move on. Okie dokie. Yep, that sounds just like it. All right. What about you, Viv? Concept? Jimmy K? Yep. You got to talk about the distribution you're going to use, and you got to name, you got to tell them what your variable is going to represent. It's kind of like if you're working, you had a real professional job, you can't just work the problem out. You got to label what you're doing. Now, if you just found this answer, just wrote this, and you said it was geometric and you did not say what your variable represent, that's going to give you about a 3. But if you want 5 on the AP exam, you got to write this, what type of distribution it is, and then you got to let them know you know what the formula is. Then you're going to work it out. Okay. If you don't get my 5, we're going to be, it's going to be some complications. All right. Now, I think if all of you come here on a regular basis, we all should pass the test. We should pass it easily because we have an opportunity to actually see what the AP questions are. And so I'm going to find this in 4 weeks, at least as many as I can, some good hard ones. One's going to have you think. So when you take the test, you'll finish a lot quicker. All right. Now, we're going to do the C part of it. So the C part, they tell us that they give us for the C part of 1. They told us we know they give us a fixed number of 10, probability still 0.4, and they want us to say K, the probability we're going to get 2 out of that 10. So since we have a fixed number, we know that it's a binomial distribution. Now we're going to name this Y. Or you can name it any letter you want. So that's going to be the number of blocked, because they talk about block transactions. In a batch of 10 suspicious transactions. All right. Now they know that we know that this is a fixed number. This is a probability. This is what we're looking for. Since this is a binomial distribution. All right. So you can say So if you write this, write binomial distribution, and so you let them know it's a binomial distribution, so you don't have to write all 4 of the rules. Okay, so now you're just gonna find the probability that y, you name the variable, y is equal to 2, exactly 2. So we know that's going to be 10 choose 2 times your success, which is going to be 40%. You're looking for that 2 here. And so you're going to take your failure and raise it to what's left over. So your exponents has to equal to your sample size. Your base has to equal to 1. All right. So you're simply just going to put that in the calculator, and you should get 0.120, so 1209. So that's going to be about 12.09%. So that's going to be for 1. So take a look at that. If you understand it, just say yes. If you do not, start typing so I can explain. And remember, if you want to find this number right here, this is just, if you have this is just your combination. If you have an inspire, or so if you have a 84, if you want to find this, it would just be 10 what's it? I think it's CNR. Then type this in first. Then go to probability. Go to combination. And then you're going to type in this. Type in 2. And then that number is going to be 45. Now, if that's for the TI-84. Now, if you have the Inspire, you're just going to go to menu, statistics. No, menus. Yeah, statistics. No, menu, probability. I'm sorry. Probability, go to combination. And then you will see what I think is going to be CNR. Then they're going to give you parentheses here. And you just put in the parentheses 10, 2. And that's going to also give you 45. Okay, good. I'm telling you, if you learn the statistics, you're going to make plenty of money in college, because people going to be paying you like you wouldn't believe, to be standing in line. What time you get home, Vivian? What time you get home, Aria? Okay, I'll pay you. All right, so this is going to be free response question 1. You think I'm playing? When you get to college, try it. Let them know you know statistics. You be like, can I go to sleep? I got my homework to do. All right, so we don't have any. You understand this? Just say yes. Then we could go to question 2. Then I have set up where you can see the answers for the multiple choice. So if you still have a question about the multiple choice, you can ask me Friday. But I'm gonna go find 4 open-ended questions, and I'll send those out tomorrow afternoon after I get through teaching my other 2 classes. Oh, you know what? Let me clean these clothes. All right, I think that's better. Okay. Yes, if you want to, I could do that. But let me explain to you. Okay, so if you're doing the C part, they told you, they give you a fixed number of 10. We know it in the beginning of the problem, success is going to be 0.4. This is a fixed number. This is success. And this K is equal to 2. So you look for the probability that it equals 2. So that's a binomial. Actually, if you wanted to do it, Aria, you could do this if you want. You could do the binomial PDF, and you could just put in 10.42, and that would also give you 0.1209. So put that in your calculator. Girl, put this in the calculator so you get this answer. But they're not going to be looking for this right here. They don't really don't want to see this in the AP exam. If you put this on the AP exam, they want you to explain what it means. But if you write this out, put this in the calculator, you will get this for an answer. So go ahead and try that. TI 36. Girl, what I'm going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? Oh, okay, cool. All right. So we're going to do free response question number 2 now. Now, free requesting free response question number 2, you got to do a little thinking, but it's not hard. Okay, so read question number 2, and I'm gonna show you how they came about the answer. I'm gonna walk you through it step by step. So go ahead and read question number 2. If you need to write this down, I'll give you a few minutes. Give you a few minutes to finish writing this down and read the question. So about 2 or 3 minutes. Damn, you're supposed to go to free response 4. I put that in your mind. The AP Central, you signed up with me. Miss Hurley came and signed y'all up. Well, it's some question there for free response and multiple choice. So that's where you should be. Thank you, Aria. All right. Have we had a chance to read question 2? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. What about you, Viv? Jim McKay? Thelma? We don't have a Louise on here, so I can't use that joke. Ah! Okay, cool. All right, Del Concept. Let's get it done. See if you did it right. All right. So for the A part, I'm gonna go ahead and write the table up here for you first. We're gonna use this whole board, so we need some room. All right. So they stated, and they didn't put the short hit in the beginning, but if you read through the problem, they said this represents the short hit. Okay, so your A part, they asked us, okay, what's the probability that X is less than or equal to 5? So basically what they're saying is, what's these three combined? So we can use the complement rule. So we can do uh, 1 minus the probability of 6 and 7, and that leaves us with 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we can do 0.15 plus 0.05. And so that's give us 1 minus 0.2, which is going to give us 0.8. That's the A part. All right, now, so now we have to do the B part. So the B part, we got to do a little bit of work. So B part is to find the expected mean. So that means we know there's going to be your outcome that you're looking for times the probability is going to occur. For all these, we're going to sum them up. So that'll be 4 times 0.4 plus 5 times 0.25 plus what, 6 times 0.15 plus 7.7 times 0.05. And this is going to be, oh, so X is going to be the short game. For the short hit. So when we do that, we should get $4.55. So go ahead and see if you got that. If you have, that's fine. If you haven't had an opportunity to do it, Thelma, go ahead and get that done. I know concept got the answer already. And be it said find the expected mean. That's on the course. This is for the course. This is just for the short. All right, hold on, Vivian. All right. Thank you, Destiny. Remember, this is a random, discrete table. So the only way that we're going to be able to find the expected mean is to remember the formula. It's x sub I times p sub I. Now, if we knew this was binomial, we could go ahead and just do n times p. But we don't know it's binomial, so we have to use this right here. Okay, good, good, good. And thank you for the teamwork. It's all about them concepts, man. I appreciate you, that concept. Aria, I need to hear from you. Jim McKay, y'all understand it? I guess other people ran. It's okay. We want to get these good scores. They wish they'd have stayed. Outstanding. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do the C part of it. All right. So the C part tell us that we got the long hit and the short hit, right? So if you want to do, hold on for a second. I'll be right back in just a second. No, you're fine. Oh. Okay, so now we're trying to find the probability, say potential issue with the long hit that is the ball might land in the water, which is not a good outcome. Miguel thinks that if the long shot is successful, he expects the value to improve by 4.2. All right. However, the long shot fails and the ball lands in the water, the expected value would be worse. It's going to increase to 5.4. All right. So what we got to do now is make a random discrete table for what they gave us. Okay, so what we want to do x, come here, we'll find that probability, and we're going to do so this is going to be based on the score for the long hit. All right, so we got a probability. So we said the outcome is scores to be 4.2, 5.4, but they said a probability of that is going to be 0.4. So this is 0.4. This has to be 0.6 because this is your success. And this is going to be your failure. So he's trying to debate if he wants to do the long hit. Is the long hit better? All right. So this is going to be your success if you hit this is your success if you hit the long shot, which is going to be less than this. Now you got to find your expected values for this. And so we'll let this be y. And so x is your long shot, y is going to be x is your short shot and short hit, and we're going to let y be your long hit. So we're going to do 4.2 times 0.4 plus 5.4 times 0.6. And that's going to give us about, when we do the multiplications for that, it's going to give us a 4.92. So 4.92 score is higher than the short hit. So we want to stick with based on this, we want to stick with the short hit because this is the score for the short hit. Oh, all right, Aria. Okay, so we'll do the B part. So the first table, the random discrete table they gave us, this was based on the short hit. So they said the probability that you get a success of hitting a long shot, get it across the water, the probability is 40%. You're gonna score 4.2, which is a good score because it's lower than this. Now, but if you miss, you're gonna have to shoot about that's gonna be 5.4 strokes on average. So that's gonna be your failure. If you miss, you fail. So if your success is 40%, your failure has to be 60. So 4.2, scoring a 4.2 on the long shot, the probability of that occurring is 40%. That's your success. Then if you fail, that's going to be 60%, and then you're going to score. It's on average going to be 5. The score is going to be 5.4. So you're going to use your expected mean for y. So that'll be your outcome times the probability assigned to the outcome plus the probability assigned to your outcome. And when you do that, your score is going to be, on average, is going to be about 4.92, which is worse than this. Because you play golf, the lower your score is, the better you are. the better you did on the course. So based on this information here, we should stay with the short hit because the long hit is going to be, the score is going to be higher. All right. So does this make sense? So far so good. All right. I need some feedback. Yep. Okay. What about the rest of you? I need to hear some more yips. A yes, a yay, mm-hmm. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Vivian. I'm so sorry. I'll explain it to you one more time. Oh, no. I got you. Okay. So you can hear me now, right? Vivian? You got me? Can you hear me? Oh, Concept, I know you good. Now, what about you, Vivian? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this was based, and thank you, Concept, for comment. Do not miss, because we need you. Now, so this is for the short hit. You remember that part. Now, so they told us if you want to do the long hit, your probability of scoring landing on the green is your score is going to be on average by 4.2 strokes. And the probability that's going to happen is 40%. That's your success. Now, if you miss, that's your failure. And they stated that that's going to take you about 5.4 strokes. Now, to find your expected amount of strokes you have to hit in order to get through that course, it's going to be your outcome, which is 4.2 times your success, then plus your failure, which is 0.6 times your outcome. Then you're going to use this formula here. So you're going to get your expected long hit is going to be 4.9, which is higher than 4.5. So 4.55. So you actually do worse doing the long shot versus the short. So it's better to use the long shot based on this information you have right here. All right, so that makes sense? Oh, okay. Good. Okay, now we got to do the last part and we're done. Now, I need to incorporate a problem like this next time I do it. I'm about to talk. I got to teach. Now, all right, so that's just something popped up on my computer about sports. Okay, you all are much more important. Now, so what we're going to do now is we know how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this part. So now they're saying, so the C part asks you, what's the probability of success that you need that's going to cause your long shot to be better than your long hit to be better than the short hit? Okay, so what you want to do is, for the D part, you want to do, we know they told us that your score for the long shot is 4.2 and 5.4 if you fail. So they want us to find that probability, and we want it to be better than this. So we want to find that probability. So we don't know what it is because we got to find it. So guess what? This is your success. This is your failure. Now, to find it has to be better than this. So what you want to do here, it has to be, has to be lower than this for it to be better. All right. Ooh, a little ugly there. All right, now, so what you want to do, you're going to take 4.2 times your success plus 5.4 times 5.4 parentheses 1 minus p. So that's going to give us 4.2p plus, well, I want to keep my p's together. So that's minus 5.4p plus 5.4 is less than 4.5. We put less than because we want a lower score. All right. So when we do this right here, that's going to give us negative 1.2p. Move this over. That's going to give us a negative 0.85. I did the problem already, okay? All right, now, so now we know from our previous math, if we divide by negative, and this is the variable, divide by negative variable, we have to switch the inequality. And so then that's going to give us 0.7082. No, 3, I'm sorry. Because the p is unknown, and we have to find that p. So in other words, you look here, they gave us a probability it's going to occur. Here we have to find the probability it's going to occur. Give you a chance to write this down. We'll do our final conclusion on it.
I didn't have one. I told you Bryce ate it.
I said the onions.
What onions?
What you cooking to go with food?
You said, do I like them?
Well, we're going to eat like kings today.
Yeah.
All right. So we understand this so far? We're almost done. Need some feedback. Okay. And please write this down as we go. I got 6 more people. Did you get it? If not, we can elaborate more. Concept, I'm gonna have to find you some harder problems, man. You just what I'm gonna do with you. All right, now. All right, so I'm gonna erase the C part. We need to write our explanation because we want our 4s and 5s. All right. So what you want to do for your explanation for the D part, you want to put what was I? So your long shot probability your long shot hit probability needs to be 0.7083. Oh, I'm sorry. Needs to be greater than 0.7083. Or 70.83%. Greater than. That's it. Because although we set it up, did the math, they want an explanation as well. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am, concept. You can forget about that. Okay. I got my big dogs on this screen here, so we got to kick it up a notch. I'm getting old. I need somebody to say, you know what, Mr. Brell? Oh, let's throw him some money. We got millions. All right. So, do we have any questions? Yes, no. All right. So what about you, Jim McKay? We're good? Thelma? Okay, cool. All right, but still go back and do those multiple choice. So remember the multiple choice you have, they give you the explanation form. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so we start. I'll be back here Friday. I'm gonna send some more free response courses, because remember, that's the only thing I'll be on the test for the AP exam. So they let the wrong one get these questions, man. We about to do some things. South Cobb finna come up. All right, I'll see y'all later. Vivian, I knew you was gonna laugh when I said that. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna come up, baby. All right, see y'all later. I will. I gotta start grading.